Okay, so let's set the scene. Imagine a young seeker. His name is Sudana. He's been on this incredible, long, and really difficult journey. And now he's finally standing in front of the great Bodhisattva Maitreya, a being of just immense wisdom, someone who is said to be the next Buddha. And Sudana is about to ask the single most important question of his entire life. So, we're jumping into this ancient story right in the middle of an epic quest. But, this isn't just about one person's journey. It's really a search for the very heart of the path to enlightenment itself. And it's a question that honestly still echoes for so many of us today. And boom, there it is. Sudana just asks it straight up. It's a question that is so simple, but at the same time, it has this incredible depth. He's not asking for some complex philosophy, right? He's asking about practice. How do I actually do this? What's the method? Now, what's really fascinating here is Maitreya's response. Before he even starts to answer Sudana's question, he turns to this huge crowd that's gathered around them, and he starts talking about Sudana himself. He's basically laying the groundwork, explaining what kind of person is even ready to hear this kind of wisdom. I mean, just think about that for a second. 110 different teachers. Sudana has traveled, he studied, he has dedicated his entire being to this quest. And yet, he shows up not tired, not discouraged, but full of energy. What Maitreya is showing everyone is that this isn't some casual question. This is the result of a life committed to finding an answer. That is the real starting point for any deep learning. So, Maitreya starts pointing out these specific qualities in Sudana. He sees someone with courageous effort, whose motivation is totally pure and undiluted. Someone with a deep, unshakable mind who just refuses to turn back. And this last one, wow, it is so powerful. He seeks wisdom as if his own head were on fire. I mean, literally, like he's trying to put out flames on his own head. That's the level of urgency and commitment we're talking about here. Okay, so after establishing just how dedicated Sudana is, Maitreya finally answers the big question. And the answer, it isn't some long list of rules or complicated spiritual techniques. No, it's one single foundational concept that holds up everything else. The answer is bodhicitta. And this is so crucial, especially for us today. The path doesn't start with what you do. It starts with why you're doing it. It's this profound, world-changing aspiration to wake up completely so you can help everyone else do the same. This intention, this motivation, it's the starting line. It's the fuel for the journey, and it's the final destination, all wrapped in one. And this quote just brilliantly slams the point home. This isn't just one nice idea among many. Maitreya is saying that every single enlightened being, past, present, or future, comes from this one seed, the mind of bodhicitta. You could almost think of it as the universal source code for enlightenment. Now, to help Sudana, and let's be honest, to help us really get our heads around the massive scale of this concept, Maitreya then just unleashes over 100 powerful metaphors. Each one is like looking through a different lens, showing you a whole new facet of bodhicitta's power. Let's just look at a few of them. He shows how this one single intention can act in almost every way imaginable, from the tiniest seed to the most powerful force in the universe. So first, it's all about potential. It's the seed, right? The little starting point from which all good qualities, all our wisdom and compassion eventually sprout. And at the same time, it's like a great field, this fertile ground that can help cultivate the best in ourselves and in everyone we meet. But it also has this incredible power. It's like a diamond, the only thing that's strong enough to cut through all our confusion and our rigid ideas. And it's also like the perfect medicine, the one that can actually cure the root sickness behind all our suffering. Things like anger, greed, and just plain ignorance. Its purpose is also deeply compassionate. It's like a bright lamp in the dark, giving us clarity when everything feels completely hopeless. And it's a great ship, one that's strong enough to carry not just you, but countless others across that turbulent ocean of suffering all the way to the shore of freedom. And finally, it's our guide and our lifeline. Like a wise, loving father, it guides every single step we take on the path. And this last metaphor is so important. It's like our own life route. Maitreya says we have to protect this intention above all else, because without it, nothing else on the path can survive. It's that fundamental. So look, the point of all this is that this ancient story isn't just a story. Sudahana's quest for a real, practical method, well, that's our quest too. After hearing about the incredible power of this intention, the next question is pretty obvious, isn't it? Exactly. We've kind of come full circle. We get the what, it's bodhicitta, but we're right back to Sudana's original question. How? How do we explore this? How do we put it into practice and really truly know it for ourselves? Maitreya's final instruction isn't another lecture. It's an invitation. He doesn't give Sudana a map, he points to a door. He's basically saying, look, the answer isn't in more words, it's in the experience. Go see for yourself. And that, right there, leaves us with a real challenge. Maitreya showed us the seed, bodhicitta, but the question for us is, what tower of experience in our own lives do we need to enter to make that seed grow?